With Christmas closing in, it is time to check who's made the nice list this year and who's getting a lump of coal in their stocking. But in place of Santa, we've got an all-star panel here with their picks. Chris Steigerwalt is Fox News politics editor. Molly Hemingway is senior editor at The Federalist and a Fox News contributor. And Wendy Osifo is a professor and political commentator. Chris Steigerwalt, I'm going to start with you. Donald Trump is at the top of your nice list? I'm so surprised about that.
Why? You think he's not nice?
No, I'm surprised you put him there along with Speaker Paul Ryan.
Well, certainly Trump has demonstrated much niceness in 2017. He has been surprising to both his critics and his supporters, and that's one of the best things that a politician can do or be, is to surprise. It's what got him into the race, and it's what made him the Republican nominee. And his capacity to surprise has also included that he has been a lot more agreeable and amiable than a lot of people thought that he would be. And Paul Ryan is a good twin for him there because, in fact, Ryan started out the Trump presidency ready to fight with Trump and drag over broken glass his agenda. And in the end, they finished the year simpatico.
Yeah, with a big victory will do that for you. Molly, you have Taylor Swift at the top of your nice list. Why is that?
Taylor Swift is the only celebrity, if not the only American, who can go 10 minutes without screaming about politics. And I think this should be commended in a year when people were unable to do that.
She likes to make money.
She understands that this is not related to her, that talking about politics is not why people like her, and she's able to set it aside, even though many people have tried to bully her into joining the resistance vocally. So kudos to her.
Why'd you put Ronan Farrow on your list?
And
I mean, he's a great reporter, but yeah.
Yes. Well, it was his tenacious and dogged reporting that led to the Harvey Weinstein scandal being put out publicly. And he put his own resources and reputation on the line and almost certainly helped women who would have been harmed by him in the future had he not done this. You know, people had rumored about it for so long, but he's the one who actually got it out there.
And he got the goods. I mean, he did the real work. There's a lot of people who deal in unnamed sources, and he was there with all the details and you know, really good old-fashioned journalism. Wendy, you have Hillary Clinton on your nice list. I don't know.
I do.
When I think of Hillary Clinton, there are a lot of words that come to mind. I'm not sure necessarily nice is right up at the top, but how come it is for you?
I have Hillary Clinton up there because I just think that overall she's just been a champion for a majority of women. But another person who I had on there that I was surprised I actually put on there, I reached across the aisle and I put Marco Rubio on my nice list. As a Democrat, you wouldn't expect me to say that, but I think there's something to be said for him when he said, you know what, we need to increase the tax credit for low-income and moderate-income families. And I thought that was really important, and I tip my hat to him, even though he is across the aisle. That was a good job by Marco Rubio.
Now, we all can't wait to get to naughty, so let's just go for that right there. Chris Steigerwalt, is this a misprint, or is President Trump also at the top of your naughty list, and what is up with that?
Also naughty. Trump has, there are a few kinds of Trump, and of the problems that the administration has had this year, you know, they had a good close, but a very rocky opening. And a lot of that came just from Trump acting out, just from
Trumping?
Yeah, when he was being obdurate or when he was being mean-spirited, when he was being unpleasant or unkind for the sake of itself. And oftentimes that's where Trump finds himself, is losing ground, failing to gain where he could because he's doing unnecessarily naughty things.
Okay, I saw Steve Bannon on there too. I don't think I need to ask you why he's on the list. Molly, let's go right to you. You on your naughty list, environmentalists who hate children. That was Explain that to our audience in case they don't know about that.
In July, there was this report that if you wanted to take care of climate change, you need to have fewer kids. And they and feminists joined together and said everyone should have fewer kids, which led people to jokingly... Yeah, well, and they were posting pictures of their family asking which one of their kids they should let go to help with climate change. But just in general, if you're opposed to kids, you're definitely naughty. That's the nicest thing I can say about it. It's really bad to
You put
not
Brian
love
Ross
children.
on your naughty list. I think I know why that is the case.
Brian Ross and the rest of the political media, who had so many bad stories, all pushing a false narrative about Russia collusion, all of their errors went in the same direction. It was a really bad year, particularly because they wanted to spend the year holding Trump accountable, and instead they had all these problems.
Wendy, you have the NFL at the top of your naughty list.
I sure did. I feel like the NFL really mismanaged everything to do with the Kaepernick protest. Quite frankly, it was about social justice. They fumbled the ball. They should have done more. And then on top of that, I also feel like they blackballed Colin Kaepernick. You know, he was not able to try out for any team. If they would have brought him onto a team, I believe a lot of this would have been dulled down. And then on top of that, you know, the NFL continues to have issues with their players, not just when it comes to social justice, but also domestic violence, and they're not doing their job. So, you know what? Their ratings are down, and they're down for a reason. So,
Chris, real quick, do you think that President Trump would take more pleasure in being on the nice or the naughty list? Real quick, just a couple seconds.
Well, his answer to that question will determine whether or not the Republicans are going to have a okay 2018 and whether or not he gets elected in 2020. It's all about choices.
I don't know. I mean, the naughty list, that could be how he got in office in the first place, is that willingness to just be naughty and go against the grain. We've got to go. Merry Christmas to all three of you. Thank you for coming on.